I want to show you something we got in today. Check this out. Look at this case. This thing has been sitting in a trailer. It's a classic Fender case. Whenever you see these cases walk in, you know there's something good inside those. But it's a 1965 Jazz bass. And we're gonna bring this puppy back to life.
My name is Sean Terry. My title is Retired Geography Professor of Drury University and Missouri State University. I'm sitting in the Owen Theater, which is a historic monument in downtown Branson, Missouri. This place is special to me because my family gave me my first job here. My mom and dad, Jim and Mary Terry, had moved here in 1978 with the idea of opening a family music show. And we ended up opening right here in the Owen Theater, playing music here for a couple of years. My dad played banjo, he played bass, he played guitar, I played drums, and my mom played keyboards. It was something that my family loved to do.
1965 is a great year for these because anything before 65 is considered pre-CBS. But CBS hadn't implemented any of their changes to the Fender line. So this was still built exactly like the 64s. It's still worth saving for sure.
The first memory that I have of seeing my father on stage with that bass was in San Diego at a restaurant called the Smuggler's Inn. This restaurant had hired my parents, and my grandma and grandpa took us out. They ordered us turtle soup while we watched my parents play music. So Jim and Mary Terry, they didn't fit a certain stereotype. So you might think that people who played music and were out in bars, you know, were like hippie type, free love type people. They were not. They were fiercely loyal to each other and wanted to be around us kids as we grew up and just chose to do music as the way to be able to have the life they wanted. Last year, my father moved from his farm to assisted care. One of the things that was up at that farm was the Spartan travel trailer that my family traveled around in when I was a kid. And in it is all of the family's musical equipment. It's just been sitting in there for 25 years. And the Fender Jazz bass, which is really a classic piece, was in its case. And when I opened it up, I could tell that the bass structurally was still okay, but that it needed some help.
So we're about done with the J bass. We did quite a bit of work on it. I had to do some work on the pickups. I just reflowed the solder and they started working. I cleaned the pots, so it's still original. Buffed out all the grunge. Still has the mojo though, we left the mojo in. The biggest problem was the neck. It had been left strung up for a long time. The neck was bowed. I took it off and did a little heat treatment to it. It's all good now.
So I chose Palen because Palen is the classic music store in town. I mean, Palen is the place where we got our band instruments when us kids were in school. It's the place where my parents sometimes would buy or sell or trade an amp or get a repair done. So all the way back to when we were playing here at the Owen Theater, Palen was known in Springfield as the music place.
Was a beautiful day, the sun beat down, I had my radio on, I was driving, the trees flew by, me and Dale were singing a little runaway, I was flying, yeah, running down a dream, never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, yeah, running down a dream.
My main priority is that the bass sound beautiful again. And I want this bass to be able to make the kind of sound that made, you know, 2 generations of people happy.
Yeah, running down a dream.
Hey, just a little postscript to this video. I'm really happy that this bass is going to be owned by Brett Palen, and Palen Music is going to be part of both my family and his music family going forward.
You know, I've always loved jazz basses. When I saw this come in the store, I didn't know the whole story. I didn't know that there was going to be a video produced about it, but I was like, man, I'd love to have a 65, collector's jazz bass just like that. And the guys were like, I think Sean is going to sell it because he wants somebody to play it. And I said, well, I'll play it all the time.
The year I was born was the year that my father bought this bass brand new. And so this bass has been from Mexico to California to Alaska to all over the place, and made people happy all along the way.
I'm so appreciative to have it, and I will keep it in my family, hopefully for as long as you had it in yours.